watching Sports Today. I am Sushant Mehta. Rain played spoiled sport on day 2 of the Brisbane Test. But before that, the Indian bowlers dismissed Australia for 369 with the Aussie tail troubling India yet again. In reply, Rohit Sharma batted extremely well, but he threw away his wicket at a crucial juncture after having done all the hard work. India were 62 for 2 when rain stopped play.
Fresh Test match cricket. Pretty good. That's good cricket. That really is. That's terrific cricket.
Australia made a strong start to day 2.
Drive again. Lovely shot. This time just the fraction full, but encouraging signs. He wants.
Tim Paine completed his half-century but was dismissed 2 balls later.
Edged and gone. Rohit Sharma. That's his third. It was a hot chance. Shardul Thakur gets the breakthrough. Tim Paine. He cannot believe it.
Washington Sundar then knocked Cameron Green over 3 short of his 50.
Now, well bowled, Washington Sundar.
Shardul Thakur bagged his second of the day as Australia went down to 315 for 8 from 311 for 5.
Oh, good ball. On the full, India comes storming back into this game.
India's issues with the lower order continued as Nathan Lyon and Mitchell Starc added some quick runs.
Got to back yourself, and that's a quality shot.
The duo added 39 runs to take Australia past the 350-run mark. Sundar dismissed Lyon for 24 and Natarajan then ended Australia's innings on 369, getting rid of Josh Hazlewood.
Got at the stumps and job done. Great bowling change.
India's opening pair lasted just 6.2 overs as Pat Cummins struck in the first over of his spell. Shubman Gill dismissed for 7.
Well, it's great homework, and that is the great challenge that he has ahead of him. He's a terrific young player, but that's where they're looking to bowl at him, just on that line outside of stump.
More runs for Rohit.
Rohit Sharma looked solid and was making batting look easy.
There's that timing again from Rohit Sharma. Exquisite. Too good for Marnus.
The hitman was 6 short of his 50 when he decided to take Nathan Lyon on.
Up in the air, and that's going to be out. Glenn, words of praise, and I was getting a little nervous about it. How many times Nathan Lyon has done this?
The right-hander threw away a fine start as India went into tea at 62 for 2.
Sort of dragging down, and Rohit Sharma once again, after being set, you would say has thrown it away.
No play was possible in the final session on day 2 due to rain. India trailed by 307 runs with 8 wickets in hand.
This is the Gabba just now. I'll tell you one thing about the Gabba. The bucket, why not? Yes, it is raining buckets.
Sports Bureau, India Today.
You can have a lake at the Gabba and it'll all just go down in no time at all. But it has really come down.
Rohit Sharma played some beautiful drives and then just one unnecessary, just inexplicable heave, a slog really. This is the first time that Rohit Sharma is opening in Test cricket overseas, and so far the right-hander has done reasonably well. He was doing pretty good today, but then he threw it away after scoring 44. Listen in to what the opener had to say on his dismissal and about opening in Australia.
It's the shot that I play, and I've played it very well in the past. So it is something that I really back myself to do all the time. That is the kind of role that I play in this team, And yes, it was when it looks like that, it looks bad. But that is something that I don't really think too much into. My focus has always been to make sure that once I'm in, I obviously want to make it count, make it big. But having said that, there is a process which I like to follow, and the process is obviously to make sure that I'm, once I'm in, I'm on top of the bowlers, and I'm trying to keep that pressure on the bowling unit of the opposition. Sometimes you get out, sometimes it goes over the ropes. But yeah, I mean, it was unfortunate and a very sad dismissal, to be honest, in the end. But again, like I said, those are my shots and I'll keep playing them. It's only 3 innings. Yes, of course. I see. I mean, I've opened for India in the limited overs for a long time now, and it's time for me to test myself in this longer format as well. The team has shown a lot of confidence in my ability at the top, and Just that I have to do what the team expects me to do, not to worry about what happens anywhere else or what people talk about. The team expects me to play a certain role at the top of the order, and I will try to do that as much as I can. We've got solid batters to come in now. Two of them are still out in the middle, and the pitch is good. So I don't see any reason why we can't get to that score of the first inning. But having said that, I think for us, what is important is to just focus on what's there in front of us rather than thinking too far ahead. It's a big score for sure that the Australians have got. We can't think too far ahead. We just need to focus on session by session and take it as it comes. The pitch, like I said, the pitch is playing good. We just need to back ourselves to do that. And we've got the guys to do it. So I don't see any reason why we can't bat really well on day 3. I think we bowled pretty well considering the amount of experience we have in our bowling unit. They're more likely all of these guys they've been playing for the first time in Australia. Siraj played few games. Natarajan, Shardul, and Saini obviously played in Sydney, but obviously not a lot of experience there. But considering how they bowled, they kept the pressure. So considering how they fare in the first innings, I thought they showed a lot of discipline. They maintained that area where we spoke of bowling to the opposition. Overall, if I have to, analyze the performance of each of these bowlers, I thought they bowled pretty well.
Joining me now, consulting editor Boria Majumdar. Boria, honestly, I am livid. After all this hype about Brisbane, oh, this pitch is so true, the carry and the bounce and everything, Rohit Sharma seemed in complete control. The on drives, the off drives, the straight drive, looking beautiful, those cut shots. He threw it away. Very irresponsible shot, and then he goes on to say, well, this is the way that I play.
I saw your tweet. I saw his press conference. Two ways to look at it. Even in the last test match, the pull shot that he played went straight to hand to Mitchell Starc. This one to Nathan Lyon. No debate that it did not look good. It looked ugly. Having said that, this is one shot that Rohit has played like bread and butter. Even in that final of the IPL, if you think, multiple times, dances down the track, dispatches the spinner over long on. And he was trying to get that spot between long on and square leg. That mid-wicket was vacant. I actually spoke to a couple of Australian boys, and they said Rohit was, aiming that mid-wicket region because it was vacant. He didn't get it right because of the ball. But yes, it did not look good. We would have loved to have Rohit Sharma there, but that's his strength. When it comes off, it's fetched him thousands of runs. Unfortunately, today for India, he got out, Sushant. And yes, I understand where you're coming from. Had Rohit been there and it's 60, whatever, for one, we would be in such a good position. Having said that, I still think the miracle series continues. A little bit of weather, tremendous character over the next 3 days. And if Australia don't beat you with this series, then Australia will never be able to beat India mentally or on the pitch in Australia, because this side has already won the series, at least in moral terms.
Right. About the Australian bowling, they tried everything. Now Rahane and Pujara against the Australian quickies and Nathan Lyon. How do you see that contest?
I'm told by the Australian camp that the cracks are opening up. That's the Australian camp. Okay. I'm told by the Indian camp, and also you've heard Rohit, that the pitch is true for batting. Day 3 will define this test match. If India is able to put up a solid batting display, which I'm confident they will, you will 100% be in a position to get stuff out of this match. I.e., if you don't win, you get a draw out of it. And chances are, with weather on day 5, there is rain possible, you will get out of this game unscathed. I have every reason to believe that will be the case, because this Indian team bats deep. Washington Sundar, 7, Shardul, 8. So there is batting. We would want one guy between Rahane and Pujara to step up. You've got Mayank, who plays the new ball well. Yes. So he will be able to do justice to this ball if it swings. And you've then got Pant. For me, if Ajinkya Rahane gets out, I would want Rishabh Pant, because you want that momentum to continue and not get stuck like Pujara does. But if Pujara gets out, then I would want Mayank Agarwal, who is more an opening batsman. So if they get it right, Sushant, no reason to believe they can't.
100%. I am looking forward to day 3, and I think the Indians will come back as they always have during this entire series. I thank you very much, Boria Majumdar, for joining us. Moving on, off-spinner Nathan Lyon has become the 13th Australian to complete 100 test matches on day 2. Lyon dismissed Rohit Sharma and is now just 3 wickets away to become only the second off-spinner after Harbhajan Singh to cross 400 test wickets. What a fascinating journey it has been for Nathan Lyon, who started as a pitch curator at the Adelaide Oval.
Up in the air, and that's going to be out. How many times Nathan Lyon has done this?
I remember John Buchanan once saying you judge a champion by their longevity, and if you get to play 100 test matches like Nathan's doing this week, it means he's had, he's endured through, ups and downs and different pressures personally and within the group. That's why I'm really thankful to have him in our team, and I'm really thankful to be working with him every day.
Test match cricket, what a ruthless environment. 5 days where ultimately you're tested against all the skills, including the conditions, which tend to deteriorate over time. So Nathan joins a pack of individuals that have been benchmarked against all baggy greeners, and what a wonderful achievement.
Just to play one test match for Australia is incredible, but then to go on and play another 99, get to 100 tests is a huge achievement.
To play 100 tests for Australia was just an amazing thing to happen, something you probably didn't dream of when you first started. So from both a team and a personal point of view, it's something you never ever forget.
To play 100 test matches and not really remember a standout means that he's been so consistent and he's so uncomplicated. So I just have to say that there's nothing that stands out because, he's such a consistent player.
What I remember mostly is when Lino first came into the Australian team, he didn't want to bowl over the wicket. He felt very comfortable bowling around the wicket. You look at him now, he can bowl both sides against right, left hand, new ball, old ball.
For me, Test match cricket is the ultimate form of the game. It's a test of your resilience, your mental and physical strength over a long period of time. You dream of playing one game, let alone 100 games. So, yeah, it's a fantastic achievement for yourself.
To make it to 100 tests, you need an inbuilt durability, a real love for what you're doing so that it doesn't become a chore.
Not many players improve as they go on through their career. That's probably the standout for Nathan Lyon, and we welcome Nathan Lyon. He's a very valued member of this 100 Test Club. He's been an amazing player for Australia.
To play 100 tests, you've got to look to get better all the time, and that's not always easy. Some players start off with a bang, others take longer. But there was always good times and bad times in anyone's test match career.
Favourite memory of Nathan Lyon, I think it would have to be the first time he took on Sachin Tendulkar and he wasn't afraid to toss the ball up above his eyes. I mean, to me that was courageous, and all of a sudden you knew he was made for test match cricket.
Well, Gaz, just wanted to say congratulations on an awesome milestone. Your longevity in the game has been something special. To play 100 test matches is a special thing. I was there for your first one. I would have liked to have been there for your 100th as well, mate, but you've been a great player and a great teammate and someone that all Australia is very proud of. Congratulations.
Many congratulations, Nathan Lyon. We hope you do not pick up another wicket in this test match or series. Well, that's all the time that we have on Sports Today. Hopefully, we'll join you tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. talking about some smashing batting from the Indian side. Thanks for watching and goodbye.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.